Welcome, FlipoClock fans. You're looking at a FlipoClock radio that turned into a real piece of work. This is a Panasonic RC-6030 FlipoClock AM/FM radio alarm. This Panasonic started showing up in advertisements about 1976. It was a moderately priced clock in the day. The clock was advertised until 1979 and 1980, with glowing descriptions of the clock radio being beautiful, sleek, and attractive. A real beauty. I'm not saying that exactly, but it's a fine vintage flip clock. It's the wood grain version of the Groundhog Day clock. The internals are essentially the same. This clock was sent in from sunny California to see if I could get it back in shape. Thanks for sending in your clock, Christina. Now this is a first. Apparently a person attempting a fix of this clock left a screwdriver bit in here. You can hear that jangling about, but there's also a bigger clunk going on, and I'm afraid I know what that probably is. You can see that the time set knob is busted. I'm starting to suspect that the clock was dropped. If so, that's probably caused the ferrite AM antenna to break loose, and that's what's probably clunking around inside the clock. All the knobs just come off by pulling straight off. Just as a heads up, I'm not going to show the full process this time. It's involved. I'm going to give you a summary of what I did to the clock. At the end of the video, I'll give you a proper review of the clock features. The top just lifts straight off. You can see right away that the AM antenna has broken loose from the circuit board. There is no way I'm going to be able to get all those wires back where they belong. Fortunately for Christina, when I first started this gig, I was big into the RC-6030s and the 6025s. I have plenty of parts for these clocks. My plan is to just replace the entire circuit board. Now the other thing going on is that the clock motor is making a bit of a racket. It's flipping though, and the clock light works well. These clocks use an incandescent bulb that has a yellow light instead of the orange neons. The light passes through a blue plastic filter to make the light white. After I get the plastic cover off the gears, I eventually see one of the gears is cracked. Also, the whirligig design tape is falling apart. Instead of taking the time to fix all that, I'm just going to replace the motor. So at this point, I've soldered in the new motor and it's working fine. Now I've got to turn my attention to the circuit board. Obviously, it's going to be important to map out the wires that have to be swapped. Plus, I've got to hope the new circuit board is functional, which I won't know until it's in place. There will be lots of opportunities to make mistakes. The clock has had enough of a rough life up to this point, so I'm hoping to minimize the trauma. Taking pictures of the traces before you start desoldering is crucial. I had intended to try to show some of the process of doing this, but not only was that tedious, it was boring, so I'll spare you. Now, I'm not going to go for perfection with this clock, but the clock face needs cleaning and I want to polish it up a little. I'm going to need to remove this front face, but the makers use what I call the horrid black glue. It essentially melts the plastic and forms a terrific bond. I'm going to have to cut through that and push the tabs to get this out. I'm removing the speaker to allow me to clean the cabinet top. This is a 40-year-old dust bunny here. It's really surprising how good these little speakers sound. I'm going to clean each and every tile with water and a cotton swab. This takes a bit of time, but the end result will be worth it. And now the review. Yes, you can hear the clock flip, but not across the room.
When you bring your phone, which is less than you spend on Too Tired to Cook takeout every week. Get one line on unlimited welcome for $45 per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Louisville Verizon store by...
The radio plays clear and the clock tunes in AM and FM very well. The alarm is an annoying buzz that comes through the speaker. It will wake you. This knob is the sleep function. You can set it for up to 60 minutes to play so that you can fall asleep to advertisements and some music too. There it is, Christina's Panasonic RC-6030 brought back from the brink of the trash heap. It's turned out to be a nice looking vintage flip clock radio and should run for many years. Well, Thanks for taking the time.